What up, tubers? Welcome back to Arena Open Day 2 Draft 2. Thanks for watching. Hit that like and subscribe if you haven't already. And don't forget to check out cardkingdom.com/Numot for all your Magic card needs. We are 4-0 moving into draft number 2, so I have one loss to give. Cannot take two losses, and yeah, we can win up to $2,000 here if we can get, I think it's 4 wins. Opened a nice one. Ornery Tumblewag. 3 mana, win the game if it is not dealt with. Pretty nice card. What are we losing out on? Spinewood's Paladin, Contractor. So not too many good cards in this pack. Paladin is one of the next best cards. But yeah, gonna be taking the tumble here, and hopefully we can get some good green stuff to back it up. Kind of nice to open a 3 mana bomb at the very beginning. So okay, and that is another fantastic pickup. We're getting a second pick, Outcaster Greenblade now. A bunch of good cards in this pack, unlike our pack. Coyote, Greenblade, Entertainer, Cow, Dew, Shark, Land. But we are going to try to hard cut off all of the best green cards, and I think Greenblade is better than Desert's Dew anyways. So this is a very, very good start for us. I would be very surprised if we ended up wheeling anything out of this. So. Okay, we're getting now a third pick. Burrow Fiend, Desert's Dew, Green Desert. Man, this is another really solid pack for us. Sheesh. I guess I just keep taking the green cards. This is a tough pick because we're sending a lot of good black down the line too. This will be the second Desert's Dew with the Consuming Ashes. A green desert already looks fantastic since I took the green blade, but I think Burrow Fiend's probably a little bit too strong and still in green, so end up taking that. All right, a couple of options here. We could definitely just take Abrupt Decay 4th pick, but there's a Paladin and a Backwoods. Both of these are very good pickups as well. I am actually not sure if the desert is better than the Paladin. It is very close. I guess because it's a green desert, I'm supposed to take it. But I think you could probably take Paladin there. Wouldn't mind it. Rambling Possum is also a very good 3. This has some synergy with our green blade already. We can like bounce the green blade, replay it, and keep finding lands. Okay. I mean, if green is open, that is perfect. That is the place to be. Or rather, I should say that's the place you want to be. Oh, notably, these are all mounts, save for the green blade. Yeah. Also have 3 mount creatures already. Okay, a little bit less good of a pack. We could take Rise of the Varmints. We already have the Burrow Fiend that has some synergy with it. Otherwise, I'm taking Holy Cow. I think I've passed 2 Holy Cows already. I feel like Rise of the Varmints is replaceable. I think I'd rather just take Cow right now. And that is a very good time to pick up a Bucolic Ranch. Again, we already have 3 mounts, one of them being the Tumblewag, so this is a really good late game pickup. Our late game value land to have. Oh, it's also a desert for our green blade, so yeah, that was beautiful. Blooming Marsh over a couple of filler-ish cards. I mean, I could take the Griffin here. I don't think that would be bad. Seems like the Blooming Marsh is going to have the highest upside, though, as I think Griffin and the Lullaby are more replaceable, and I don't think we want to be running Ankle Biter. Take the land there. This is a great spot to be in. Very, very good green cards with a bunch of green fixing, and then open to basically any color or colors in whatever next we draft. Good old ornery. What did we wheel? Not too much of note. I don't think we'll be playing the Deputy. Is there a chance I run Rustler Rampage? I don't care for that card all that much. Maybe it's not a bad trick, though. Seems like all the other cards are very replaceable / bad anyways. Security is decent if we end up in white. We'll take that over Shark. I don't think we'll be playing in any of those cards. Maybe take the fall if we end up in green-blue. That's about the only card I would consider there. Drake over nothing. Okay, failed forwarding's not bad. I mean, I'm gonna need to open Bonnie Paul for me to want to play the blue, of course. Duelist of the Mind. Nope, thank you. We have a Journey to Nowhere, Back for More, Vadmir, and a Bandit. So this is a bit of an interesting pick here because the safe pick is just Bandit or maybe even Journey. But there's nothing wrong with taking Vadmir. I don't have removal yet. But I feel like I'd still rather take the Bandit over the Journey, because again, we have no allegiance to white. We have no allegiance to any color but green, so yeah, I'm going to take the Bandit. I think you could go either way there. Well, here's some more good black stuff, but there is a Trained Erynx, which is going to be my choice at this point in time. Accident, Revival. Nah, Erynx is just too good of a 2-drop, and we have a pretty decent mount start, so... There's a Fortune and a Lawbringer. Wow. And a Baron, even. So, very good pack. I am debating taking the Lawbringer here over Fortune. I guess we already have Greenblade and Cow, which are kind of nice with Fortune, but these are two very good black cards worthy of a splash for sure. And there's even a Bighorn here that I didn't mention, but would also be fine. I mean, we'll just take the Fortune. Take up the Shield is nice. Would rather have Snakeskin Veil, but Shield is still good. Passing a Sentry and a Mesa. I guess the nice thing about Sentry is that it basically saddles everything. And what's the likelihood that one of these shields wheel, you know? Actually, you know what? I'm going to take the Sentry here instead. Conduit Pylon, Reach for the Sky, Armadillo, Sheriff. Let's take the land here. So far, the only land I'm not going to run is the Blooming Marsh. Ooh, nice getaway. How many mounts am I at? I'm at 5 mounts, so steer clears aren't bad. Getaway is going to be better. There's a nice Frontier Seeker. Okay. Green-white mounts it is. This deck, if it comes together, is very good. I think we're missing some components, but our 2-drop and 3-drop creature quality is very, very high right now. I have 3 deserts for the Outcaster Greenblade, so that's still good. Untap all creatures target player controls. Target creature gains double strike until end of turn. I just don't like that as a trick, but it would not be bad in this deck. Tumbleweed Rising's probably fine. We have Barrow Fiend and the Tumblewag. So giving double strike to a random creature and getting in for a huge shot's not terrible. Okay, Wield, Nurturing Pixie, Sandstorm Verge. Yeah, if we're straight up 2-color, that is going to replace the Conduit Pylon then. I mean, Pixie is good too. Oh, actually, I still need playables. I need to take the Pixie there. I just realized we're a little bit lacking on overall playable count. Okay, Bighorn Wheeling's great. All right, pack 3, we're going to need to get a pretty decent handful of playables, but we have, again, a really good shell. Reanimate proper, that's too bad. Shepherd of the Clouds, though, is amazing. That's a great pickup. I might just need to run this Rustler's Rampage anyways, given the number of playables I'm at, because you cut the land, we're at, what, 16, 17 with Shepherd? Seems right. So I have no Snakeskin Veils, and we did not wheel either of the Take Up the Shields. Our removal is Getaway. That's it? Oh. I did pass that Journey to Nowhere. I took the Bandit over it. I'm kind of regretting that now. I have no Throw from the Saddles. I have no Tethers. That is slightly problematic. Yeah, our creature quality is amazing, but I need to get some removal. Yeah, I just need to take this Fierce Retribution. I mean, the Voracious Varmint is great, but I don't have the luxury to take that right now. And we have a high creature count already. We're losing a Mirage Mesa and Varmint. Full steam ahead would probably be fine. Hmm. So Getaway, Fierce. Can I just get like one Throw from the Saddle at least? Humiliate, Gold Rush, another Rising, and a Mirage Mesa. Do I have anything worth splashing for right now? No. Do I want to take Hollow Marauder and try to splash that? Not particularly. I guess I'm just going to take the combat trick then, as that'll act as a removal spell of sorts. Kellen the Kid, not going to be splashing that. We have a Grizzly and a Varmint. Is Varmint better than Grizzly? Feels like it's always nice to have at least one Varmint in your decks. Yeah, let's just take that. Outcaster, another Grizzly, another Rising. This is really good with Fortune. And we have a decent number of ways to turn it on, I suppose. Okay. Well, I don't know if I'm likely to see a Throw from the Saddle or Mystical Tether at this point. Man, infinite Tumbleweed Risings. There is a one last job here, which isn't bad. 6 mana to return a mount and a non-mount creature. We have 6 mounts right now. It's either that or Speculative Tornado. No, we'll take the one last job. Okay, Keykeeper's not bad. That's a little bit of pseudo-ish removal. There's also another Grizzly there. Would we ever run Boots? That is a possibility. Is Second Sentry better than something here? I don't think so. There's a chance I run the Archway, although that seems unlikely as well. Not going to need that. Other Varmint or Full Steam Ahead is actually kind of interesting. This could definitely be a Full Steam Ahead deck. I'm going to take that for the sideboard. Okay, I am not thrilled with how this turned out, but it's still decent, I think. Our removal is the thing that's lacking, but maybe we can just curve out. I mean, this might actually be I'm supposed to run the Full Steam Ahead in the main. Do I want the Conduit Pylons? It's basically just in the deck for the green blade. I suppose that's fine. I'm only running 2 colors. Full Steam Ahead. I guess I could play the Full Steam Ahead over Tumbleweed. That might be alright. Let's try that. Okay, Draft 2 Arena Open. I have went 4-0 in the first draft, so let's see if we can get some cash here. A couple of wins would be great. On the die roll, great. That's a very good opener. All right, let's go. Biggest thing I'm missing is Snakeskin Veil, I think. Turn 2 Burrow Fiend, turn 3 Holy Cow on the play seems nice. And we even have the Shepherd for if we mill like our Ornery with the Burrow Fiend. They milled an Erynx, okay, so they probably cannot cast that on turn 2 then. Oh, well, how about that for a draw? One is also holding full priority, but isn't doing it as well. Okay, black. Desperate Bloodseeker. I was really hoping they would mill me since I have the Burrow Fiend. That's pretty good too. Two lands. Womp womp. It's possible I'm not even supposed to attack there, because I'm effectively only dealing 1 damage. Pass. Do I want to upkeep this Holy Cow and scry for a land then? I think I'm going to. Alright, glad to put that in the grave or on the bottom. 2 creatures binned. Very nice. They have Fierce Retribution, maybe? Okay, that doesn't kill my creature. They do get a treasure out of the deal. Yeah, they want to keep milling themselves, of course. Alright, pick 2. They're still at 23. I haven't actually pushed in for any damage. There's the Sheriff shot. Alright. 4th land acquired. Great. Beautiful. Didn't lose too much either. Nice. Milled another creature. Bounding Felidar. Alright. Well, I hope they saddle up the Erynx with the Felidar and attack. Okay, so they're going to go to 15 here. I have 4 creatures in my graveyard. So I need to saddle this. See how many creatures we mill. Didn't mill any. 7, 10. So if I cast full steam ahead here, they have to chump with Felidar. And they would still take 5, 6, 7. So I guess I want to shepherd into Ornery then instead. Pump it to an 8/8 so that they can't double block it. And then set up for the full steam ahead GG next turn. So they're black-white splashing green for something. What you got over there, friend? Okay. Just take it. Sure. You're gonna like fake your own death there, Bloodseeker, and then sack it or something? Doesn't fake your own death make the creature enter tapped? Yeah. So that's fine. This is still uber lethal. Fortune, right? Skullduggery. Nice. Okay. Take the first game. We don't have much of a sideboard. Lava Spur Boots could be... They do actually have quite a bit of interaction and a couple fake your own deaths too to go along with their Lawbringer, so their deck does look decent. Like the full steam ahead isn't gonna be great versus them generally, I feel like. This is probably a cut, and then just bring in the boots instead. I mean, I guess I could try to bring in Rising, but it's just, if they do have the removal, there's a very real chance I get stranded with it, you know? I guess, does the boots even seem like they'd be worthwhile here? Maybe not. I'll just bring in one of the Risings. The full steam ahead seems worse to me. I don't know if this is going to be a matchup that's going to be too much of like a board stall position. Although, they don't know that I've cut it, so they're going to be a little bit maybe more wary still and somewhat play around it a bit, you know? Okay, that is fine. We don't have a native white source, so we might have to play out the... oh yeah, that's bad. Okay. So I really need to find a plains here. Wow, there was another forest on top. That's brutal. Okay. It was something to play, so that's good. Lawbringer and shoot the Sheriff Mill. That's great. Okay, they bottomed. Go looking for a plains. We have all 7 left in the deck still, so this has really high odds of hitting. Oh yeah, 3 of them found. I mean, that turn 2 Errinks on their side of things is a problem. Oh, this is just fake your own deaths, I guess. Could be Skullduggery, I suppose. Could be a lot of things. I mean, Fake Your Own Death and Skullduggery are just the two that we saw. Just gonna block and say, show me. Show me what your plan is. Yep, there's one. 2 for 2 at the end of the day. They do get a treasure. Okay. So we'll just go Fortune this turn. I'm gonna draw the removal spell first, but both of those are worth keeping, I think. I wonder if they just did that to get a green this turn. There's the bound. Alright, we can kill that though, thankfully. To scry 2 again. That seems pretty great. Guess I'd rather still go with the security though. Alright, that's a good sign for us. So they're gonna need to have like Final Showdown or something, otherwise this game is gonna be over very quickly. Second Eric's is not gonna cut it, even though it is a good card to have. I think I'm actually going to put this on this security in case they have another Fake Your Own Death. And then I can Tumbleweed and make a 5/5 afterwards. Oh, or they'll double block. I'm okay with this. Sure. We'll just pass now. If they pass, I would probably not flash out the cow, but we'll take it. Okay, that's so good. We are now 1-0. Next win gives us cash. Let's get it, baby. Let us freaking get it. All right, round number 2. Be on the play. Never gonna mulligan that hand. Would love, man, if we find a 2-drop with this hand, it is over. Turn 3 Fortune's not terrible. Oh, there's the 2-drop I needed last turn. Actually, why don't we keep both of those? Sure shot's really good. Turn 3 sure shot's a problem. So if they play another large creature here, they're gonna hit me for at least attacking me rather for at least 8. Yep, that's an attack for 9. Holy crap, their draw is great too. And again, my deck has very little removal in it, so oh, I messed up, didn't I? I pushed the damage here, but no, I messed up. I'm gonna lose the counter. I should have actually saddled with something else. You probably have to keep Shepherd. That was really bad. I lost him 1/1 counter. I guess what I should have done is pumped the security to a 5/6 and saddled with Tumblewag or something. So they would have been at 20, but I'd have a 5/6 here instead. That might not ultimately matter, but it would have been good, especially if our plan is to double strike, you know? Okay, I think I double block like this and say, show me a trick. Right? Wow, that's so good for us. Okay, great. Alright, so they get to make another mana here. Cornucopia? Interesting. I guess I want to put the counter on either the Flyer or the Fortune. They're probably both good. I'm gonna get a little bit aggressive here. They probably don't even block, would be my guess. But we have some crazy things we can do next turn with double return. And I like attacking still when I have Rampage. I've played a little bit sloppy here. I need to tighten up. Now remember, both the Sure Shot and the Staple have Reach as well, but there's a chance I win next turn, right? So we saddle up the Tumblewag, put the 1/1 counter on the Shepherd, attack with the Tumblewag and the Shepherd, double its counters, and then double strike is potentially lethal. Okay, so they get a 4/4 and they draw a card. So we have lethal then, right? Yeah. We can go tap, saddle, my creatures, double strike. Let's go, baby. Pegasus was lethal by itself, but nice. Yeah, I played that a little bit sloppy for sure. I'm glad I was still able to convert that, because that would have been a little bit frustrating if I threw that. So they are on chonk. I mean, their start was insane. Turn 2 Stable Master, turn 3 Sure Shot, turn 4 Paladin with haste. I want to bring in some Tumbleweeds Risings versus them. Is Full Steam Ahead better than Tumbleweed? Probably not, because they're in the end, their creatures are probably going to outscale mine a bit. So if we just get into, because that was a situation where if I just didn't attack ever, they wouldn't have great attacks without having a trick, because I can make some good double blocks like we did on the Paladin. Yeah, I think the Full Steam Ahead is fine here. I tighten up though. Like, got some money on the line. We're one game away from at minimum $500. Okay. We did not see very much interaction from them. We just saw good creatures. That's a great hand. Frontier Seeker with Fortune's very nice. That's gonna dig deep for our Tumblewag, if we don't just immediately find it. It's a Plot Coyote. Okay, that could be very bad. If they have like a Scale Storm Summoner or whatever his face is. I don't need to grab a land there. That was a lot of lands gone, because we have Fortune to scry a bit here. Now they plotted a Wolverine. Okay. I think I like getting aggressive. We have the Rampage in hand, so seems decent. Get like a 5-drop or something, please. Oh, they got the land value. They can hit me for 4 this turn with the Wolverine. Or if they have like their sure shot, they can attack for 5 instead. Alright, Quilled Charger is attacking for 6 now. Yeah, it's a lot of damage. Get a lot of value here, though. There's the Ornery. I feel like I'm just gonna land pass here and hold up the getaway. I can't do both modes, but being able to kill the largest thing, which is their charger, currently seems fine. We also don't mind chumping away the Frontier Seeker if need be, because then we could shepherd it back next turn for more value. Now, they know I have a trick in my hand. Because at the very least, I didn't play out my Rambling Possum. Okay, that's good. 4-5. That's not the worst case scenario. Okay, so they're very likely to double spell this turn. They opted to sack a land here. If they had a land in hand, that makes sense, though. So that's 2 reach creatures again on their end of things. The Pulverizer, remember, does have reach. Gulch. Alright, I'm going to go to 11 this turn, but Tumblewag sits on the battlefield, so... Start pumping up our Green Blade. This is where I wish I had left the full steam ahead. Oh, I did leave the full steam ahead in. Never mind. That'll be worth blowing up with the varmint just to stop them from gaining 1 and 2 points of life of points of life every turn. I'm actually most concerned about the pulverizer just continuing to ping us for 2 and set up their draws. It's pretty annoying. Splash Agony. Okay, so they gain 2. I go to 9, and they get to scry again. Yeah. Need to start pushing. That's a good deal for us. I don't think I'm going to kill the Cornucopia any now. Lost our Fierce Retribution. Hollow Marauder. What the? Okay, so they did have another splash. So yeah, we have to discard the forest, which means they get to draw an extra card. Which means if they double spell here, they're once again going to ping me for another 2. Right. Can I win this turn? Oh my god, why did we it auto-tapped my planes there. Oh wait, no, I can still use the branch to pay the white, never mind. Let's see, if I crew the Tumblewag, put the counter on the Shepherd. Yeah, no, this is good. Because they would have to chump my Shepherd to block it. And presumably they're not going to block it, which means we're going to hit them for 12 with the Rampage. Which would be lethal because one of our other creatures will get through. So, I mean, they saw the Rustler Rampage last game, but again, it's really hard for them to play around it. Because either the Marauder or the Pulverizer has to block the Shepherd, which means they're chumping with a lot of other things. Okay. Let's go, baby. Let's frickin' go. That's $500 in the bank. And we have no losses, so every win here is huge. And even if I just lose 2 in a row, we are sitting very happy. I feel good, feel good. $500. 2 more wins, $2,000 on the line. We're 2-0. Let's go. All right, let's go on to our third round. Be on the play like a wise individual. Guess I keep this on the draw. Oh, rather on the play. Don't think I'll be playing out the Pixie turn 1, though. Alright, Forest off the top was obviously fantastic. And we might just main phase the cow to pump up the Erinx. Slick show off. Okay, red-blue, but we're playing them in the 2-0 bracket, so... well, what does that mean? Nothing necessarily. I think instead now I'm gonna go Varmint. Attack. 4th land. Into Pixie back the Varmint. That way I have a 2-2 blocker for their show off. Glad I didn't play the Pixie on turn 1. That would have done effectively nothing. Okay, let's run it out. I don't mind attacking into like a one last breath or whatever. Not one last breath, last fall. Yeah, getaway glamour's pretty good too. Alright, so they're probably gonna go -1, -0. And then draw a card, eat the Pixie. Oh, if they're just gonna... Okay, that's fine. That's a 2 for 2. That's not that bad. The worst thing about this is I don't have 6 mana for a little while. But I don't get to... Or rather, I don't run into a counter by just passing here, at least. Like, they pass turn with 4 mana open. Now they're gonna plot a lock picker. Okay. I guess they could still have the phantom interference here. Sure. So that's what they were holding on that previous turn. The Newt! Okay. Do I want to just kill that? I think I'm gonna just keep passing for now and see what they do. It's pretty tempting for them to, like, lockpicker derailment. And if they go for that, then we can get away, flicker our varmint, and kill their Newt. You know? Alright, here we go. Unless they just want to make a 2-2 flyer. I guess they could do that as well. Oh, maybe they're just going to make a 2-2 flyer. Okay. I'm fine using my trick like that. can one last job back our Erynx. And our cow. Oops. So we choose the cow, and then we choose... Wait. Yeah, this is the creature. Yeah, there we go. And that's the mount. That's probably better than a random. What? They're attacking? Okay. Terror of the Peaks. Do they actually have mana drain in their hand? They do, don't they? Unless this is Essence Capture. Oh, okay, that's not as bad. So I could put them to 1 this turn. And this would come back at the beginning of the next end step. Yeah, let's put them to 1. They get the lockpicker back end of turn, so they don't have any mana to flash their derailment back. Oh, do they have a stop cold? They have a derailment. Okay. It was a good draw for them. I do think we trade for flyer here. Alright, they're not quite dead yet. Oh, that's an insane draw, isn't it? Does that win? Get back our cow, I guess. Well, we want to do this first. Might mill something worthwhile. 8-8. So do we want to just grab Frontier Seeker? Makes the most sense, I guess. Oh, no, actually. You know what we do here? We grab Pixie and bounce back our Shepherd to rebuy it. Because Pixie's lethal on its own anyways. Nice, let's go, baby. Alright, up a game. Versus the red-blue. Surprise, surprise. So they have a couple of derailments, capture, Terror of the Peaks. We're gonna need to save our removal for that terror. So Fierce Retribution and Getaway are our 2 ways to deal with that thing. Yeah, we have 2 ways to deal with their terror. I don't think I'm bringing in Armadillo. Did Tumbleweed Rising look okay versus them? Tumbleweed gets around Essence Capture, but it's not great versus Derailment, because they're going to presumably kill my big creatures. No, I think we'll just run it back. No sideboard changes, really. Okay, up a game playing for an extra 500 bucks. Didn't even draw our Tumblewag that time. Alright, it's a good looking hand. Backwoods turn 1, Plains turn 2 into the Frontier Seeker. Yeah, between the Frontier Seeker and the Fortune, we can dig really quickly to our Tumble or any other. Oh, if they just pass, maybe I don't run out the Frontier Seeker. Oh, I guess it's fine. They didn't have the counter anyways. Ooh, we bricked. Wow, that's brutal. So good news, we have the green blade in hand to shuffle all that action back. Lila, huh? I think we're gonna keep the land. Well, actually, oh, whoops, I didn't mean to keep the land after all. I was gonna say I have the green blade in my hand, so I don't need to as much, but I mean the second white source is useful since the green blade's gonna be grabbing our whatchamacallit, conduit pylon. This is out of derailment range now. It is not out of trick shot range. Okay, so I'm gonna go to 12. Get the tapper online for Lila. Two cards left in my opponent's hand. Under salvo the Keykeeper, yeah, that resolves. I'm at 8, sure. I'm gonna upkeep the Holy Cow for the scry of this turn. It's great. Draw that. Saddle up. Attack for 5 with another scry. Bottom. Good. Not gonna kill Lila yet. We know they have Terror of the Peaks. Probably need to save it for that. I go to 9. Okay, I can just go for it now. If we're going to. The Rampage is a better play here. Because it plays around their Essence Capture and whatnot. And that'll be 10 damage. Oh, baby. And just like that, we are locked for $1,000. We have 0 losses. 1 win before 2 losses. And even if I lose 2 in a row at this point, I cannot be upset. That is money, literal money, baby. Let's see if we can get that 4. Okay, 3-0 on to the 4th round here of draft number 2. Turn 2 Bandit, turn 3 Plot Security. Oh, this is a speculative keep, but I don't think you can mulligan it on the play or the draw, really. I think you just need to keep this type of hand. Alright, that's a fantastic draw step, of course. Ideally, that's a draw 2 on a creature. Oh, well. Seems good. And we want to bait out a removal spell by playing the bandit first, so if they have like a Desert's Dew or a Salvo, let's lead with that. Well, Green Blade will be a problem for us with our lack of removal. Okay. Man, I have drawn very well this game. I cannot complain if we lose this, because, like I said, I kept a speculative hand, and it came together real nice. Untapped land, their play. I think we block and just make them use whatever they have. Is it just reach for the sky? -3, -3? They wouldn't have played their untapped land if it was a play they were gonna make anyway. No, it wouldn't have been Desert's Dew. Trash the town. Okay, but hey, you know, they don't actually get to draw any cards there, so that's not that bad. Start getting counters here. I'm gonna put the first counter on the Tumblewag itself. Another untapped land, so they're gonna use all 5 mana. No blocking this time, of course. Roxanne. Oh, good thing I put that on the front or on the Tumblewag itself. Okay. Let's just go hard cast security. Saddling is so tempting here. But I don't think we do. That could be very well a mistake. And in fact, if I had saddled with my Frontier Seeker, I'm only losing out on 1 damage, but I'm making a 6/6. I'm willing to believe that was wrong, actually. Especially since the Frontier Seeker is... Well, no, that's fine, but... Yeah, they could be at 12 and I could have a 6/6 Tumblewag instead. Yeah, maybe that was bad. Especially since red-green has a much harder time dealing with just a singleton large creature. Okay, well, let's see what they have. Another Trash the Town would be pretty brutal. Metamorphic Blast on the splash. Whoa, that's also really bad. Sheesh. Jeez, yeah, I'm getting a bit punished here for not having put on the counters. Hmm. kind of interesting. You know, I think my way to win this game is to get extremely greedy now. I assume they're gonna chump. Feels like I threw the game on the turn that I didn't pump up my tumbleweed. God, I gotta tighten up. That was really bad. So red, green, splashing, black, blue, huh? Jesus. Okay. Well, they have some good ones. So at this point, I think I just concede. Yeah, there's nothing that can save me. Okay. Shoot. That was really bad. Although, let's say I had correctly pumped up my tumbleweed, it would have been a 6/6. They still make their same play, I think. I don't know, but then the Roxanne can't actually attack into the tumbleweed because it has 4 1/1 counters on it, so if they turned it into an 0/1, it would actually be a 4/5. Yeah, I threw that game, I think. Okay, well, good news is the opponent doesn't look like they have much removal. Or at least we didn't see any that game. Roxanne's a problem, Stingerback's a problem, and so is the Outcaster, given that they had a decent number of deserts, but if we just have a good curve, this is going to be winnable. Alright. Still a little bit too excited. Need to tighten up. That hand's great. I've made 2K before, but it would be nice to make another 2K on these opens. Turn 1 backwood. If we draw our Bucolic Ranch, I can actually attack with the Sentry on turn 3. Kind of absurd. I mean, yeah. That's already going to be a 4/5 Outcaster on turn 3. Which means we attack with Sentry. This is insane. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. What a turn 3. It looks like they might have kept a little bit of a slower hand, too. Greenblade is already outside of derailment range. And if they're just trading for Sentry here, that's also incredibly good for us. Pixie. It's not bad with Shepherd of the Clouds, but I don't think we actually want that. We'd rather just try to find a little bit of removal. That's why they didn't block. Makes sense. I mean... What I could do is I could Shepherd pre-combat and saddle up the Fortune with it, and then attack with everything. It's actually extremely hilarious to do that. Or I could just attack with Green Blade. I guess that's probably better. I assume they trade, and so this is still the ideal outcome. Yeah, just a 4/3 Flying Vigilance, get back my 4/5 that draws a card. Big deal. I am most likely in just right-click attack all mode now for the rest of the game. None of my creatures can be killed with Roxanne. Okay, I'm gonna go to 18. We want to Frontier pre-combat because if I hit my Ornery, we can pump the Fortune and everything must be blocked. That is the dream. Let's go. And they're just going to concede it. All right. Our draw there was effectively perfect as far as creature draws are concerned. Did I even draw a single non-creature spell? No, but turn 2 3/3 into a turn 3 4/5, like, feels good to high roll in an arena open, let me tell you. All right, we still got another game to play though, so let's see if we can do it one more time. I need to slow down. It's my biggest problem. I play with intuition too much. I spend a few more seconds to just sit and think, you know? That hand looks pretty freaking great. We even have a 2-mana play with the Beast Bond Outcaster should we not find a better 2-drop, you know? I guess I probably want to Conduit Pylons turn 1 to find a 2-drop, though, if we can. Right? I'm not going to get greedy. We'll keep a Forest on top. And I'm definitely just going to Tumblewag target itself next turn. Get it out of Roxanne range. Question is, do I want to just run out the Outcaster without getting card draw value? I do think just getting on the board is definitely reasonable. That's interesting. So I could go Sentry first. But I suppose now that they played Green Blade and grabbed another desert, I should wait on the Beast Bond. Okay, 3/4 Green Blade. Yeah, never blocking here if they want to trash the town or whatever. Good beats. plot the flyer. Okay, nice. So we get open lane now. So we're gonna rattle some bones here, I think. I guess it's actually better. No, let's go the mana. Oh, no, because I can Sentry and hold up Fierce. And if I draw a different 2-drop, this is incredible. Okay. They are nearly just dead next turn to full steam ahead. I don't think we're going to retribute that. No rummage. Oh, I see. Okay. So let's see. If I full steam ahead, this is going to turn into a, let's see, it's going to have 10 counters on it. It would be a 14-14. So I think what we're doing here is just putting the counter on itself. Attacking for 12. And setting up for next turn. Holy cow, plus Fierce Retribution should keep us alive, unless they have some craziness going on. They're going to be incentivized to spell pre-combat, yeah. That's actually really good for them, but they're just dead next turn to a fat ornery. How big is it going to be? I don't even know, 25 or something? Lethal on its own with full steam ahead, as long as I saddle up, is the answer. Alright, and ladies and gentlemen, that is a freaking $2,000. $26-26 cannot be blocked by more than one creature. By the way, trample. Oh god, it feels freaking great. Now, don't get me wrong, I didn't play perfectly in all these games, but our deck was pretty decent creature quality, in fact, very high creature quality, and we drew very well, so the things finally came true. I think we drafted well, we played well enough, and we drew well. Thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed that, because I certainly did. Feels good to cash another one of these things. We 4-0'd the first draft, we 4-0'd the second draft. I think, in fact, that was, what, we lost 1 or 2 games there, so... let's just soak in this moment. Thanks, thanks Greenblade, thanks Tumblewag. Full steam ahead was actually not bad. Got that fortune, one last job, did a couple things. Yeah. We'll see you back next time, friends. Cha-ching. Bye-bye.